not picky about vegetables, so I like asparagus, I like peas, I like corn, green beans.
How often is a vegetable a side or part of your main meal in the evening?
Just about every night.
Every night?
Yeah, just about.
Separate from salad?
You're right.
I know I've had peas before in the can. It's okay. I prefer the frozen peas. I don't know, it's just a little soggier. So we bought peas before. We've bought the beans in a can. When you make, there's a recipe that you probably see all the time. It's with French onion soup. You use the can beans. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. And it's a casserole. Yep. Yeah, and we use the canned beans for that.
String beans in a can, to me, they kind of like squeak when you bite into them. And I don't like that.
You don't like squeaky green beans? What does a squeaky green bean mean?
There's something about the texture of a canned green bean. The texture has changed. And
not for the better, is what I'm reading on your face.
No.
Is there any difference in corn between corn fresh off the cob versus a canned corn?
Oh, yeah.
How so?
Well, I buy like white corn, and it's just so sweet and so crisp. It is better. But for some things, like those recipes I mentioned, I'd rather not cut it off of a cob. I'd rather just open up a can, because with all the other ingredients, it tastes good.
We grill them. Actually, I will take mushrooms, carrots, broccoli, bell peppers, red and green, and corn. And I'll put a little olive oil on them and seasoning. And then throw them on the grill and grill them in a basket. And then it comes out really good. I think it's better to get it fresh, and you keep all your nutrients in the bag. And the bag stuff is all chopped up. Maybe the carrots I buy are already peeled. But if you buy it already chopped up, I don't know if it's as fresh.
I buy fresh asparagus. I tried frozen. I didn't like it at all. Too wilty. I do buy canned carrots sometimes. I buy canned corn, canned green beans. I grew up on canned food, so it's I'm kind of used to that. But it depends on what I'm making.
It's kind of funny, because I thought, like, how am I going to feel when my daughter goes off, that now I have my own space. My husband travels a lot, so I have more idle time. I'm thinking, am I going to be depressed about it? Am I going to be lonely? Actually, it turned out to be not too bad, because I feel like I still have that balance, because I'm pretty independent. So like when my husband travels, I pretty much, work whatever. And then a lot of times I would meet up with friends and get together and just kind of catch up. So, or else I'll just have my own time. Don't worry about what time I have to eat dinner and what I have to cook. And when I get groceries, it's like just whatever I need for the week and stuff. So it was more minimized, I guess, in a lot of ways in that respect. So the social part of it, I didn't have too much trouble adapting to. I think I would say financially, with them going off to college and stuff, you just kind of have to plan for that.
And you said your kids are moved away, so what is it like now for you, having a big empty house?
Well, the first year was quite an adjustment. You have to redefine yourself to a certain extent, and after that it was like, yay, this is fun. We go out to dinner, we go to movies, we go to concerts, and we can travel, and my entire family lives in Michigan, and I have a younger brother and sister, and their children are 10 years younger than mine.
Oh, okay.
So I borrow them occasionally for different activities, or they'll come down and stay.
Kind of like my life revolves around, more so than him, it revolves around my kids. And, I don't know, it scares me not to be close to them, and I feel like I do so much for them, so it's like you're worried that they won't be able to make it on their own, which I'm sure they will. But
I used to cook a lot more when I was married. And now that I'm by myself, again, I might cook one, like what I call regular meal a week, because I enjoy eating, and I like to cook a little bit. When I have company, I enjoy it, but I've kind of gotten out of the habit. Because I've just been single for like 10 years, so I just don't cook regular meals on a regular basis anymore. But I have tons of recipes. I still cut out recipes, and I still save them and occasionally try them. And when I have my lady friends over, I'll try something new.
How long have your kids been gone?
Oh gosh, over 10 years. My older son is married and lives in Ohio, and my younger son is not married, but he has a child, and he lives in San Mateo.
Okay.
So he's been out of the house like about the same time as I got divorced.
Gotcha. So you really went from having people around to being very solo.
Yes.
What was that transition like?
It was weird because when I got divorced, I moved to this house, and both of my boys had been with us, although my older son had been with his dad for a while. I was married 2 times. Anyway, to go from a big house and a routine of, dinners every night and all this stuff to this house and even buying food. It was like I'd buy milk and it would go bad because there was nobody around to drink it.
Right.
And just the habit of, the things you buy and the things you do, it was hard to get used to that.
He had a quadruple bypass.
Wow.
So, yeah, and it was young, and again, it was hereditary. It runs in his family.
Mm-hmm.
So, he's not overweight, and they were just really shocked. But, we stopped cooking with a lot of salt.
I feel less stressed, I am much more relaxed about life right now than I was just really, really busy. Busy that you really didn't stop and, think about things along the way. Now I really, I'm enjoying things along the way much more.